We trust a photograph because it was once something more than just light. It was chemical exposure, paper development, and times. Roland Barthes called this that, has been the ontological core of photography. Not magic or illusion, but proof of past presence. But what happens when we can fake that past? When algorithms crafted this were so out of thin air, the paradox is clear. If the medium can no longer be trusted to show us truth, it must instead show its flaws. A perfect simulation feels empty because it doesn't feel human.
AI filters empower digital artists with unprecedented creative control, but they also challenge our understanding of originality and agency in art making.
When authenticity becomes a product, we don't just fake it, we engineer its flaws. Med-AI humanization plugins subtly warp perfect digital beats to mimic human error because our ears expect the irregulars. AI handwriting generators introduce jittery line breaks and inconsistent slants, not for nostalgia, but to trick us into believing something was once handcrafted. These are countermeasures in an arms race where authenticity is no longer a state of being, it's a feature. The Algorithmic Museum of Imperfection is both a spectacle and a trap. It curates what we believe to be raw, unfiltered truth. A digital campfire where authenticity is sold as experience. But the flickering shadows on its walls are generated by code, not firelight. What once signified honesty, grainy textures, human error, regional dialects, has been reverse engineered into marketable cues. A glitch becomes a feature when it sells trust. In this museum, truth isn't revealed but performed, and the engineers, once worried about authenticity in machines, could a system simulate the soul of human thought? Today, we worry if humans can still simulate truth. The line between algorithm and artisan blurs when both use the same tools to craft convincing fictions. Data centers in cornfields generate digital presence out of absence. They mine silence for sound bites. These are not simulations, but optimizations. Aesthetic signatures algorithmically tuned to bypass our trust radar. Barthes' punctum. The tiny detail that pierces the viewer with emotional truth is now a commodity. It's extracted from archives and fed into models, trained to replicate the look of lived experience. The result isn't art or artifact. It's effective content, optimized for resonance, but devoid of origin. We're in an era where imperfection is no longer spontaneous. It's calculated. This is not forgery anymore. This is emotional engineering.
One of the leading experts on expert systems is Dr. Edward Feigenbaum of Stanford University. We asked Professor Feigenbaum about the evolution of artificial intelligence.
The computers, as you know, are general symbol processing devices capable of manipulating any kinds of symbols, of which numbers constitute one important class, but computers are much more general than that.
Postman warned that technopoly redefines truth, not as something discovered, but manufactured by systems we trust without question. What was once subjective, like whether a relationship works, is now processed through algorithmic tests. These numbers promise clarity in a world of ambiguity, but they also erase the human complexity beneath them. The machine says, 8 green lights means you're speaking truth. It tells us what to believe, not how to know. In doing so, it silences our own judgments and replaces what was once a mark of trust, authenticity, experience, the human touch, has become just another asset to be optimized. It is bought and sold on digital markets like attention and belief themselves. A vintage photo filter now costs more than a photographer's eye. An AI-generated memoir can command higher acclaim than a lived one. When truth becomes tradable, it ceases to be earned. We trade in fakes that feel real, not because we're deceived, but because the line between authentic and algorithmic has been erased entirely. We are not living through the end of authenticity. We're living through its replication at scale. Algorithms generate endless variations, imperfect, just enough to feel real. The paradox is that by trying to preserve authenticity as a marketable trait, we have destroyed it entirely. It's no longer about being present or true. It's about appearing so convincingly in code. And when the simulation becomes indistinguishable from its source, then truth is not erased, it's just looped.